After their Week 1 loss, the Saints are playing host to a team that also lost their Week 1 game in the Houston Texans. We'll start things off with Deshaun Watson and the Texans on their own 31. Watson drops back and then dumps it off to Lamar Miller, who spins out a linebacker and then gets taken down right before midfield. The very next play, Watson then immediately finds Fuller on the screen, who is taken down by a face mask, so they get deeper into Saints territory, and then a pitch to Lamar Miller as he's able to get to the outside, pick up a few blocks, but then taken down by Marcus Williams right before the goal line. And then on 3rd and goal, Watson is sacked by a combination of Oligwe and Onyemata, and they have to settle for a field goal, so it's a 3-0 Texans lead to start this one out. Later in the first quarter, Saints on offense. Bridgewater finds Chris Hogan, the Monmouth legend, on the curl route to convert on 3rd and 9. Then on 3rd and 7, he finds Snead on the little hitch, but he gets stopped just short of the first down marker, so they send out Lutz for the long field goal, and he ties the game up at 3. Move things on even later into the first quarter. Deshaun Watson under center. It's going to be a play action. Rolls out to his left, but then decides to go right. Takes off, outruns a linebacker, jukes out Vaccaro, and then gets taken down finally inside the 5-yard line. A few plays later, it's 2nd and goal, and Watson's able to dump it off into the end zone to Fedorowicz, and the Texans take a 10-3 lead to kick off the second quarter. Later on in the second, Teddy is on offense for the Saints, and he's going to be picked off by Johnson, as rather than lobbing that up to Coleman over the head of the DB, he threw it right to him, so the Texans have the ball. But luckily for the Saints, their defense stopped them. 3rd and 4, Watson trying to outrun Cameron Jordan, and no, you can't do that. Cameron Jordan takes him down, forces the field goal attempt on 4th and 16, and Cody Parkey misses it wide left. It's still 10-3 Texans. Later on in the second, Saints back on offense. Teddy dropping back all the time in the world, and he finds Darren Waller over the middle, gets taken down inside the 10-yard line. On the 8 now, 2nd and goal, Teddy touchdown finds Francis Lavallee, the rookie out of Wyoming, for his first career touchdown reception, and it's now a 10-10 tie ball game. After a quick 3-and-out, the Saints had another chance to get on the board before halftime, and on 3rd and 25, Teddy airs it out. Snead pulls it down over the DB, and he takes it all the way to the promised land. Willie Snead makes it a 17-10 New Orleans lead. And then the Texans would strike for a field goal right before half, so it's 17-13 heading into the third quarter, where the only thing that happened was Teddy rolled out to his right there to avoid the pressure, and then Brandon Coleman, the Rutgers product, with the insane catch, keeps 2 feet in bounds, and it's now a 24-13 game. Move things on to the fourth quarter. Saints back on offense. Teddy, all the time in the world. 3rd and 19, airs it up down the sidelines. This time Coleman cannot bring it down. Instead, it's picked off by Quandre Diggs, and the Texans are going the other way with it. Inside the 2-minute warning now, Texans trying to get some points on the board. Watson does whatever that was, goes out of bounds, and they settle for a field goal. 24-16 now, and the Saints just proceeded to run at the clock. There's Kamara with a first down rush. Then on 1st and 10, another rush for Kamara. And then they get down to the 1-yard line, hand it off to the rookie Ronnie Tofield at Wisconsin, and he runs it right up the gut into the end zone for his first career rushing touchdown, and it's now a 31-16 game, as that is your final. The New Orleans Saints come away with the victory over the Houston Texans. Texans drop to 0-2. Saints are now 500 at 1-1 on the season. Teddy was a bit risky on the day as he threw 2 interceptions, but he also had 3 touchdowns on huge throws. Only completed 7 passes, though. They did not need to throw the ball much, because whenever they had the ball, they ran the ball down the field in short chunks, and then there was a lot of big-time passing plays that went for touchdowns or long gains. And like I said, the run game did carry the game, but there was just a lot of short burst run plays. Alvin Kamara, 15 carries, 90 yards. Ronnie Tofield, 15 carries, 42 yards. He had the 1 touchdown in the rushing game. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of New Orleans Saints football. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Gotta get it on the late night or sunrise. Ain't never trying to see the look of sorrow in my son's eyes. What about a refill on the ganja when the blunt dies? New Yorker mango, see me playing on the front lines. 265-8, the beer gumbo. 3 pointers in the park for a clean hundo. Cream niggas in the back of it. Spectacular shit, the resume immaculate.